Welcome back. Now after learning about the playback of a script, let us try to enhance this playback using this playback options. Now in the Windows menu bar in the preferences options, there is a vast library of playback options which you can see. But right now for our tutorial for this training purpose, we'll see some few basic and simple examples. We'll see how to work on the playback settings, different types of log files. We'll see how to work on the mouse delays, keyboard delays and the other delays. Now there's one thing which is very important, that is logging part. When you try to play back a script, you get the log files. There are different types of log files which you can see at the back end. That means you want the results into a text file, HTML file, Tptp, that is nothing but test and performance tools platform. We have XML and recently we have got in the newer version as JSON type of log file. Now what are the disadvantages, what are the limitations and what are the advantages? We'll see those practically one by one into this particular video. Alright, so let us see some playback options which are very important when we are executing a script. I'll directly go to the Windows menu bar, select the option as preferences and let me show you what I'm talking about. I have to go to the functional test, you have to expand this functional test, then you have to go to the playback, expand this playback. When you scroll down, there are many sections in the playback like dynamic find enablement, logging, monitor, mouse delays, other delays and so on. So let us start with the logging. I'll just cover which are very important topics here. Logging. So in the logging part, there are again few more checkboxes. See the third one, checkbox, it will be deactivated or disabled in your screen, that is unchecked. What it says, log screen snapshot for each of actions on the application. So you can see what is given as log. That means after execution, whatever the results you'll be getting, log file, in that log file, screen snapshot for each actions will be displayed. So let us try it out. I'll just select this checkbox and I'll click on apply, click on OK. Now what I'll do is I'll just execute the same script what I've done earlier, the same a_classic Java sample, click on this run button and here I'll just change the name of this log saying as snapshot, click on finish. It will take time. Usually rational tools, not only RFT, but performance tester, rational, quality manager, any IBM product if you pick up, mostly rational, they are very slow in speed and they take a lot of time for execution. So you can see here it has started execution, the playback monitor is displayed. We have inserted a sleep command because of which it is delaying 10 seconds. After this execution, I'll delete the sleep command from there. Right. So the steps have been executed one by one and remember whatever snapshots or whatever actions have been performed, snapshots for every step would be captured and in the log file will be displayed and the log file would be of different type, HTML or something. Right. Place order, OK button, close the application. Right. Now you can see that's a log file by default, that's the HTML. At the bottom, I'm getting as allow blocked contain. I'll select as allow. Yes. Now, what are the changes you can observe here? There are some small screenshots which have been captured. Let us try to expand it. First of all, you can see the status is given as pass for every step. Okay, wherever the steps have been passed, it has given as pass. Now, on the top for you, for easiness, you can understand that it is given as click on tree 2. Click on tree 2. Okay, if I keep on scrolling down, again it says click on the button place order. That means even if you're not good into Java code, you can still understand what is the result we are getting here. Now let me expand the first one which says click to view full size. I'll expand it and you can see the first snapshot which has been captured here. Okay, that is the first snapshot. I'll just go back. I'll close this application, that is the HTML file, and now I'll again double click on this snapshot file here. Allow blocked contain. So like this one by one images you can see the small image which has been displayed. I'll click on this click to view full size. So that is a snapshot which has been displayed where the classic CD application is open. I'll click on close. Again you can just open it. So what I'm trying to say is what checkbox we selected, allow log screen snapshot. So you can see every snapshot has been captured. For the end user who is watching the result, it is very easy for him to understand. Right? I'll click on this close button. We are talking about the playback options. So I'll go back to the preferences. come back to functional test, playback, and then we were in the logging part. So you can see log screen snapshot. At the bottom, if you see, we have the log type. Log type says HTML by default. So I'll just uncheck it, and you can see there are few types of log files which are given as 5 different types. One is the text, HTML is by default, Tptp, XML, and JSON. So HTML we have already seen. Let us see the second one, that's the text which is given. So I'll select the text, click on apply, click on OK. Now I'll just execute the same script, and here I'll just name it as text log. Click on finish. Right, the execution is started. We are starting with the sleep command for 10 seconds. Right, we are executing this particular script to see the log file which will be generated. It will be a text file. And how does it look like? And if you observed HTML, the log which was been generated, it needed a browser. It needed Internet Explorer or some other browser to display the log file. Let us see what this text will need. Will it need a separate text file or exactly what? So once the execution is done, you can observe in RFT itself, you'll be getting this log file. You can see rational ft underscore log.txt. So the step-by-step results would be displayed here itself. Okay. Now you might be having a question like, what is the difference between HTML and the text file? Obviously in the text file, you'll only get text. You'll not be getting the snapshots, images, what we have seen earlier. The pie chart won't be displayed. If you're displaying in the form of a graphical manner, that won't be displayed. Okay, here plain numerical values and the text would be displayed here, right? So that's the second format which we have, that is the text format. Let us go back to Windows preferences, and I'll change the third format, that is Tptp. Very widely used, very renowned type of format into IBM Rational Tools. What is Tptp? Tptp stands for Test and Performance Tools Platform. Test and Performance Tools Platform, that's a type of format. So I'll select that option, click on apply, and click on OK. This is widely used format. Now I'll go back to the script, click on run button, and here I'll mention underscore tptp, click on finish. Right, the execution is started. You can see with the sleep command again. Right, till that I can show you the difference between Tptp and other formats. Tptp format is widely used into Rational Tools, where you can get the graphical format, the pie chart, where it will show the percentage of pass and fail result. Plus you'll be getting step-by-step details about the executed script, what are the results for that, and many more details. Let us see hyperlinking to the script from where it started execution. So let us see the Tptp format. This is the Tptp format. You can see here. Now the same format will open into your RFT. You don't have to take help of any browser or something. Here if you see the test log, the name is given as rational underscore ft. You can change the name, add a description. The location is given at this place. What is the verdict, which is given as pass, start time, end time. Now this particular log is for which test script? The script name is a underscore classic underscore sample here. And again the location about the particular test script. If I scroll down on the left hand side, you can see the percentage of the result which is given as pass is given as 100%. Okay, if there's some failure, it will show as fail percent. Right, and on the right hand side you'll be getting a verdict, which you can just explore what exactly it is. You can just keep on jumping to the link itself, and you'll get some details about it. And the main part, what I was talking about, this window is about the overview of the result. Whereas if you want to understand details like step by step, you can just click on this events part. So events part, you have start and stop, which is at the final, which is given here, where start time and some description about the start will be given. In the middle one, if you see, this is the details about the script. So you can expand this and you can see these are some details. So if I select any one of them, you can see that particular script has passed the step. What is the step? You have to click on the tree 2, which has been passed. If I click on some other line which says move on the frame member logon, if I click on this particular line, it says input the frame place order. So what is happening is this, all the steps are, every single step which we are executing will be getting separate result. So this step has passed. If I click on this particular step has passed, right? At the bottom, if you see, we have some defects, which is we have out of scope. We'll not be covering this defects part. You can directly log defects into Bugzilla from RFT. You can click on this add button and you'll get a dialog box where they'll ask you for Bugzilla number. You have to enter the number and maybe it might be navigating to some other Bugzilla software itself. I'll click on cancel. Same way we have submit and search options. Search in the sense there might be some duplicate defects which you can search from here itself, right? So I'll not go into that Bugzilla, that is a different topic. Scroll down and you can see that's the extended properties where you have the name and the value. In short, you can see as properties and values about that particular line. Okay. And at the bottom, you can see that's an attachment. You remember we have selected the option as capture the snapshots. So rational FT, which is given user 13. So if I click on open, that's a JPG file. If I click on open, and you can open into some app and you can see what exactly is happening there. Right. So that's a snapshot for that particular steps. Why it is required? Whenever you find a defect in that particular line, what you can do is you can just send a snapshot to the developer along with that script. So you can say that I have got a defect in that particular, line itself. So you can just edit and you can just mark it wherever you have got the defect. Okay. For that purpose, we need a snapshot as a proof, because sometimes a defect is reproducible and sometimes it is not. When it is not reproducible, then snapshot would be very much useful, right? So we are talking about the type of logging format, okay, the result format. Let me go back to window preferences, and the other two you can explore, XML and JSON. These are again different formats. So I'll keep as Tptp henceforth for our all the videos itself, the same Tptp. What is Tptp? It is test and performance tools platform. That's a type of format. Then we have something given as monitor. When we execute the script, we get a small monitor that is nothing but playback monitor. So you can see playback monitor settings. Do you want to show monitor during playback? We have selected by default yes. We have something as mouse delays. Now we use two kind of input to our RFT. One is the mouse and second is the keyboard. So you can see the mouse delays which are given here. Delay before mouse up, delay before mouse move, delay before mouse down. When I click, that will be mouse down. When I release my click, that will be mouse up. So that is a time gap what we have given, the delays. And delay when hover, that is 1 second. Whenever I just move my cursor and keep on that particular object or the application, that is hover. So these are by default time. If you want to modify, uncheck this checkbox and you can just modify that. We have other delays. Now these delays are related to your keyboard input mostly. You can see delay before performing flex test object action. We don't have that, but you can see delay before key down. This one you can see delay before key up. That means once you press key down or you can press your key, this is the delay, that is 0.001 seconds. You can still modify. Now that is again, we have just an overview. We are not going into detail, and few other options also there. We'll be talking about script assurance, that is TM. We'll be talking in detail about this topic, which is related to objects, right? I'll just click on apply, click on OK, right? So I hope you have understood how to work on this playback preferences options, which are very important and you have to practice a lot before going into the real time. That's all for this video.
Tutorialspoint.com. Simply easy learning.